Welcome to Instacast.
All right, so we're back and ready for another deep dive.
Definitely.
And this time we're headed to Amsterdam,
Oh, cool.
where we're following this YouTuber who's taking on the challenge of turning 1 cent into $100,000 in 30 days.
Wow.
The catch is, he can't use his personal brand, just pure entrepreneurial skills.
So basically starting from scratch.
Exactly, starting with just a single penny.
That's intense.
And we're picking up on day 10, so things are really starting to heat up.
Yeah, the pressure's on for sure. I mean, imagine you're already 30% of the way through and you've got to make some serious moves to reach that goal.
Right, no time to waste. And remember, we left off on day 9 with our YouTuber at $2,200.
After that whole mystery box experiment.
Yeah, but as he kicks off day 10, there's definitely a sense of urgency in the air.
Makes sense. I mean, he knows he needs a game changer at this point.
Absolutely. But what's really fascinating about his approach is that he's not putting all his eggs in one basket. He's got multiple plans running at the same time.
Oh, that's interesting.
It really shows his adaptability.
He's like a one-man startup, constantly pivoting and iterating.
Right, exactly. He's reaching out to influencers, offering social media services on the side,
Wow.
and even considering a job at a clothing store just in case.
So he's got backup plans.
Exactly. It's impressive to see him juggling all these different things.
Yeah, it makes this challenge so captivating. It's not just about the money. It's a masterclass in resourcefulness.
For sure, you can really learn a lot from his entrepreneurial thinking. He's proving there isn't one single path to success,
Right.
but rather a combination of strategic thinking and taking action.
I like that.
But there's a twist here,
Yeah.
and it really adds to the pressure.
Oh, what's that?
He has to repay his investors soon.
Oh, right. He started with investments from friends.
Yep, and that deadline is coming up fast.
So not only does he need to hit that $100,000 goal, he's got this other financial obligation looming over him.
Exactly, and he's in a foreign city trying to make it all happen.
Yeah.
It's a real test of his resilience.
Definitely. So what's his next move?
Well, he reaches out to his network, connects with a friend named Sam, who has ties to the influencer world.
Okay, so he's leveraging those connections. It's crucial when you're trying to break into a new market.
Right, and he's not just asking for a handout. He offers Sam a commission for any successful introductions.
Oh,
So it's a win-win situation.
makes sense.
It shows he's willing to invest in his own success.
Absolutely. It's not just about getting help. It's about creating partnerships.
And he even takes Sam out for a meal and drinks.
Okay, so building that rapport, that trust.
Right, he's solidifying that relationship. And it's interesting because he's doing all this with limited funds.
Right. So he's really prioritizing networking.
He understands that sometimes you have to spend money to make money.
Definitely. And those relationships can open doors down the road.
Exactly. And he's not letting the pressure get to him entirely. He still takes time to enjoy himself,
That's good.
like taking a swim in the Amsterdam canals,
Sounds nice.
even enjoying some Armenian food.
Keeping the spirits up, huh?
Exactly. And it's a good reminder that even when you're hustling, it's important to appreciate the journey.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, enjoying the process is just as important as achieving the goal.
It speaks to his overall philosophy, too.
How so?
Well, he believes personal development is key to success.
Interesting.
He even says your business will never be bigger than your personal development.
That's a good one. So he's not just building a business, he's working on himself.
Right. But despite all this effort, he ends day 10 with the same $2,200 he started with.
No big wins yet.
Not yet. But he's laying the groundwork.
Yeah, and that's sometimes the hardest part.
It's true. Sometimes you got to be patient and trust the process.
For sure. You don't always see immediate results, but the work you put in now can pay off big time later on.
Definitely. And his story is a good reminder of that.
Absolutely.
So we'll have to see what happens next.
Yeah, what new challenges and opportunities await him on day 11?
We'll find out soon enough, right after the break.
Can't wait. It really feels like he's at a crossroads now going into day 11.
Yeah, that big goal's still there, but the clock's ticking.
Right, and the path to get there, well, it's not exactly clear.
Definitely a true test for him as an entrepreneur.
It is, big time. Will he keep going with what he's doing or try something totally different?
Good question.
Well, one thing's for sure, he's not just sitting around.
Oh yeah, he's not the type.
Day 11 starts, and he's all about that influencer idea.
Like that's his main strategy now.
Yeah, seems like it.
It makes sense though, right? If he finds the right influencer with the right audience.
Oh, yeah, totally. That could get him to that $100,000 goal super fast.
Exactly. It's like a shortcut almost.
It is. It's all about leverage. He's not starting from zero. He's using someone else's audience.
That's smart.
It's a classic growth hack.
But finding the right influencer, that's got to be tough.
Oh, yeah. Not just anyone will do.
So how does he do it?
Well, that's where his research skills come in.
Oh, interesting.
He knows a lot about online businesses, and he's using that to target specific influencers.
Okay, so he's being strategic.
Yeah, like in finance, Amazon, trading, those kinds of niches.
Makes sense. Those folks are already selling stuff online, like courses.
Right, they already have an audience that's into learning new things.
So he's not just looking for someone with tons of followers
Nope, he needs someone that fits with his expertise.
and who their audience is.
Exactly, the more targeted, the better the results.
It's like a puzzle. Got to find the right pieces.
It is. It's all about problem solving and being creative, taking some risks too.
But how does he actually connect with these influencers?
Is it as easy as sending a DM?
I was wondering that too.
It's not quite that simple.
Figures.
He's using Instagram,
Yeah.
reaching out to people he already knows.
Right, and still working that commission deal with his friend Sam.
He's really going all out, huh?
He is. Still with limited funds, too. It shows how resourceful he is.
Absolutely. And persistent too. He doesn't give up easily.
You can tell he's got that never-give-up attitude.
Even with setbacks, he seems to learn from them.
That's important.
I think anyone watching this can learn from that.
What's that?
It's not enough to just have a good idea. You got to have the guts to keep going, even when it's tough.
That's true.
So day 11, it's all about finding those influencers.
Lots of effort, no guarantee it'll work.
But you can see his mind working, analyzing, strategizing.
Probably thinking ahead.
Exactly, and adjusting as he goes based on what people are telling him.
Shows that entrepreneurship is all about learning as you go.
Especially online, things change so fast.
There's this other moment on day 11 I wanted to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
He gets invited to play soccer.
Sounds fun.
It was. With some new people he met.
Okay.
But he said no.
Really? Why is that?
I think it shows how focused he is.
Yeah.
He loves soccer,
Mm-hmm.
but he knew it wouldn't help him reach his goal right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to say no to good things so you can say yes to the best things.
You're right, it's about priorities.
He's making sure his time and energy are going towards the right things.
And making sacrifices, too. He's only eating once a day to save money.
Wow, that's serious dedication.
It is. It reminds you that success often takes sacrifice.
He's definitely living lean right now.
But it's not just about saving money. It's about using what you have in a smart way.
Being resourceful.
You got it. So end of day 11, still at $2,200.
Same amount, but a lot of progress with those influencers.
He's planted the seeds. Now we wait and see what grows.
The suspense is killing me. Will it pay off?
Well, we got to find out what happens on day 12. And things get even more interesting, that's for sure.
So day 12 rolls around, and our YouTuber's still in Amsterdam working on that influencer thing.
Still hustling.
But then something comes up that changes things a bit.
Oh, what happened?
His friend Sam, the one with the influencer connections, he invites him to Milan.
Milan. Wow, out of the blue like that.
Yeah, kind of a spontaneous trip.
Sounds like a cool opportunity.
It does, right? I mean, Milan's a big deal for fashion and design.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He could meet a whole new group of influencers there.
That's true.
He even mentions that just one good collaboration with a top influencer could be enough to, set him up financially.
That would be huge.
Right, but he doesn't jump at it right away.
You can tell he's really thinking it through.
Yeah, he's weighing those pros and cons.
On the one hand, new adventure, new connections.
But on the other hand, he's already put work into building relationships in Amsterdam.
It's that classic entrepreneur dilemma, isn't it?
Totally.
Shiny new opportunity versus sticking with the plan.
He even talks about how jumping around too much can hurt you in the long run.
That makes sense.
Like, you got to focus and commit.
And it's about trust, too, right?
Oh, yeah, he's started building those relationships in Amsterdam.
If he leaves too soon, it could send the wrong message.
So what does he do?
I'm on the edge of my seat here.
He decides to stay in Amsterdam for now.
Okay, so no Milan.
Not yet, at least. He says maybe later, but right now he's got to prioritize.
That's smart. Stay focused, but flexible.
Exactly.
But
But he doesn't waste any time. He keeps working on the influencer thing.
still sending those messages, refining his pitch.
He's even coming up with ideas for collaborations.
It's impressive, all those unanswered messages, some rejections, but he keeps going.
He really doesn't give up easily.
For him, no just means not yet.
That's a good way to look at it.
And it's so important, especially in business.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, right?
You got it. He's in it for the long haul.
He gets that success isn't always easy.
Nope, there's going to be obstacles, challenges along the way.
You gotta be ready for those.
And he's not just learning about business.
What do you mean?
Well, he's learning about himself, too.
Like what?
How to be resilient, how to adapt.
He's growing as a person,
Exactly.
and that's part of what makes his story so interesting to follow.
It's inspiring, even though he hasn't had that big breakthrough yet.
Right. But you can see he's going to keep trying.
He believes in himself.
And he's enjoying the journey, too.
That's so important.
He's learning. He's connecting with people.
It's not all about the money in the end.
There's more to it than that.
It's about pursuing your vision, even when it's tough.
Absolutely. So as day 12 wraps up, he's still at $2,200.
No big influencer deal just yet.
But he's put the work in.
He's made progress.
And you can see things starting to come together.
It really feels like he's on the verge of something big.
It does. But that's all we have time for on this deep dive.
I was just getting hooked.
We'll have to see what happens next time.
Yeah, will day 13 be the day he finally breaks through?
And how will he use what he's learned to reach that $100,000 goal?
I can't wait to find out.
Me neither. But in the meantime, think about what you're working towards. What's your big goal?
And what can you do today to make it happen?
Remember, the journey matters just as much as the destination.
Keep learning, keep growing, and never give up.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure. See you next time.